Hello, Katie. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, so let's not waste another second. You have a beautiful website. You have clearly paid a good amount of money to have such a beautiful website. And I got to tell you, you have so many things that you're covering here. It is difficult to analyze how your site is doing, but I can tell you that your site is underperforming. I can tell you that with absolute certainty because I have the numbers on it. Now, it has nothing to do with how beautiful your website is, because once people get here, they will find what they want. They will find roofing services. They will find water damage mitigation services. All of the things that you offer, they will find. But because you have so many things that you're offering, you are sort of at a disadvantage because you have a website that includes everything, and others have a website that are very pointed. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, the first thing I do when I do a website analysis is I go and I use this, which is a paid tool that I have, and it gives me all of the metrics of your site. It tells me how your site has been performing. And then I go over here and I do this. I do for instance, this is your, obviously I'm talking about your roofing section now. Denver, Colorado roofer. Now, this requires that I tell you a little bit about how Google works, because Google is what gets people to your site. There are very few other ways that people get to your site except maybe your business card. So you want your website to be something, a tool for your company that actually brings you customers and money. But how do people get there? Google is the answer. Now, I'm going to show you that Google has a particular way of doing things. There is a Google algorithm that determines the placement of absolutely everything on a site. The algorithm is looking for certain specific requirements of a website. And Google wants to present its customers with what they call the most relevant search results. Now, relevancy for me would be a company that has a good work ethic and good materials, and relevant for them is somebody that has a good website. So, this is what Google wants, and they're the gorillas, so they get what they want. Now, the first thing you're going to come across is the map pack, and they are so called because they are attached to this map over here. And they got there by doing something kind of particular. They went to Google and filled out a Google business profile. Now, a business profile is sort of like a Facebook profile, but it is for your business. And they ask you things like what year you started your business. They ask you, obviously, about the website and where your physical location is so they can put you on that map. They also ask you your opening and closing hours, and then there's some tick boxes for other things you can do, on-site services, online estimates, that sort of thing. Now, these folks filled it out well enough to get up here at the top. And that's good, because here's what I'm going to show you next. If I scroll down fast, boom, that stops here at what we call the related searches. That is right here at the bottom of the related searches, is the bottom of page 1, and most people don't go below the bottom of page 1. Because the search results become less interesting to look at, if you will. So that's why you want to be up near the top. That's why these in the map pack are in such a prime location. Now, underneath the map pack, we have what we call the organic search results. Now, you can see that the first one isn't actually a roofer. It's a Brava Tile Roof. A Brava Roof Tile. I don't know why I inversed those. They have the 30 best roofing companies in Denver, and I'm going to assume that they use Brava Roof Tile. So, take that with a grain of salt. Now, the first one I come across is actually Premier Roofing Company. They are a massive conglomerate. They have sites from Atlanta to Texas to Denver, and a bunch of states in between. But they're your competition for roofing. So I'm going to show you how you stack up against them. They're going to be your Google competitor for the purpose of this analysis. So here is their website. They say that they're your neighborhood roofer in Denver. They actually did start in Denver, but as I said, they're not necessarily based here anymore per se. Now, Like I said, I'm not here about the aesthetics. I'm just here about how your website is performing, and I'm choosing roofing because it's the very first one I see. Now I'm going to do something right off the bat to show you what's going on. I'm going to copy and paste your entire home page into this word counter. You have 223 words. I'm going to do the same for them. Oh, here they are. Copy, paste. They have 150 words. Now, generally, you would win this competition because more is better to Google, but it also matters what the words are. And here's what I'm going to show you next. All words are not the same, and what I'm talking about are keywords. Now, you have 247 keywords on your website, and that's the entire site, not just your homepage. And that's great because keywords are what the Google algorithm is looking for. And those are words that are part of your industry. For instance, in the roofing industry, it would be the words like gable or soffit or something like that. And those are words that I do not use. I had a roof replaced once many years ago, but I haven't used those words since. Now, you use them every day, so you can probably come up with more of what they are. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what Premier Roofing has for their keywords. Let me go down here and click this. Their organic keywords are, well, let me show you this first. You have 247. They have 2,300. So you have some catching up to do. Premier Roofing, obviously, people looking for them specifically. Roofing company, roofing companies. Those are two different searches because plural and singular are not something that the algorithm recognizes. It does not know our language. It just looks for specific things. There's going to be a lot of reference to things that are, well, as you can see, like Fort Collins. You have Fort Collins that you serve also. There's going to be a lot of communities. There's going to be references to tools that are used and questions essentially that people have when your sales force goes out. Now, these are all searches that are done by Google customers. Now, I'm going to explain something to you. If I was your website designer and I went here and I wanted to sort of goof around, and somewhere on your site I hid the phrase gorillas love bananas, excuse me, and then somebody in Alaska does that search, why do gorillas love bananas? And your site would come up and they'd say, why is this Denver roofer coming up for this, Google search that I did? Well, it's because it was in your website. The inverse is true. If it's not on your website, you won't come up. So you need to get more keywords on your website so that people can find you. And it has to do with a lot of variations on a theme. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you are your backlinks. Backlinks are where you appear on a different site and there is a link back to you on it. For instance, Yelp. You have a listing on Yelp. I don't know if you've claimed it, but if you have, that would be good because you can put a link back to your site on it. Now, here's what Premier has. 6,300. Now, that is a lot of backlinks. You don't have to catch up to that because you have 80 referring domains, so you're in about the right position. They have 305, so they shouldn't have much more than, say, 700 backlinks. They have a lot of garbage backlinks, and the algorithm knows that. So here is what their backlinks are. Here we go. Referring domains, click, and we get to wait while the computer does its thing. There we go. Now, you want any backlink that is going to be in the 70s, 80s, or 90s. Even the 70s is kind of suspect. But they have a lot in the 90s. Now, Indeed.com just means that they were searching for employees. Fortune.com's mean they were somehow listed in, Fortune magazine. Home Advisor, Homestead, Crunchbase, YellowPages.com, Yahoo, Superpages, This Old House. Those are the sorts of sites that are well worthwhile to get on for you. And you don't have to beat 6,000, whatever it was, because if you get on better sites that they have, then you will have better backlinks. And that will definitely raise your position in this Google search. This is how people are going to find you. And being in the top of the search has a monetary value. Let me show you what that is. Your traffic last month was 66 clicks as a result of a Google search. That is up 3 from the month before. You had 63 the month before. Now here's what they had: 7,500. My tool here estimates that the value of the clicks that you got was about 140 bucks. And for Premier, with my tongue working, they value has $71,900. So that shows you what the placement of this actually comes down to. It comes down to dollars and cents. You want to be up near the top. That's absolutely what you want. And you can be both here in the map pack and here in the organics if your site is set up to do so. It has to do with the words inside of your site, how they are laid out. It's not just a list of words. They have to appear organically, like in paragraphs or something. So this is a process that is very time consuming. It's certainly something you could undertake yourself. I won't lie to you, but I have a feeling you have your hands full with all of these industries, and it's so time consuming and it takes so much research. It would probably be in your best interest to give Eric a call and let him guide you through the next steps of how to make this website, this beautiful website of yours, actually become a tool of your business. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.